Thank you, chaps. Thank you, Sue. Sue Edwards is a daughter of a Quinyon Swiftie, one of the board of directors of the SBSA, and also the founder of Legacies of Swiftboat Sailors. She has also produced a website entitled Swiftboat Sailors Memorial, a virtual representation of the Vietnam Unit Memorial at the Virginia War Memorial in Richmond, Virginia. An exhibit her and Swiftie Bob Na displayed at the 2015 reunion in Washington, D.C. Captain Tate, fellow Swifties, family and friends, military guests, good morning and thank you for attending this memorial ceremony today. I would like to start out by asking everyone to pause and give a moment of silence to all the men and women around the world who are serving in harm's way to making our country a safer place to live. Thank you. This is a very special day to honor our 50 Swiftie shipmates who made the ultimate sacrifice here on hallowed grounds of the Vietnam Unit Memorial Monument. There are so many people and organizations to thank for making this day possible, and I would like to mention some. If I miss anyone, please forgive me. First of all, the Swiftboat Sailors Association would like to thank the volunteers of Vietnam Unit Memorial Monument for their tireless work in maintaining this hallowed ground. Many of us Swifties trained here starting in July of 1965 and until July 1969 when combat operations changed under then Vice Admiral Zumwalt, Commander Naval Forces Vietnam, shifted to the Brown Water Navy, or shifted to the Brown Water in the rivers and delta and canals of South Vietnam. Swiftboat training moved from here in Coronado to Mare Island, Vallejo, California. The rivers, canals, and sloughs between Vallejo and Sacramento provided a great training ground used by Task Force 116, the PBRs, and also Task Force 117, Mobile Riverine Assault Force. Captain Paul Murphy, USM retired, the president of the Vietnam Unit Memorial, is looking over there in the picnic tables right over to your left. Thank you, sir, and thank you for your great volunteers like Ben Cueva, Tom Mayton, Bob Brown, Mike Gagan, and too many others to mention for keeping these grounds nice. Cap Murphy, we are here today to bridge between generations of combat veterans, and we honor the mission statement of the Vietnam Unit Memorial Monument. I want to thank the Color Guard, their soloist, Cadet Lieutenant Victoria Marquez from the Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps in Paloma Valley High School, Menifee, California. They routinely provide Color Guard honors during graduation of Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewmen known as SWCC. These sailors are the ones who deliver SEALs to their mission. By the way, the SWCC creed states in part, "My heritage comes from the sailors who operated PT boats in World War II and the combatant craft of Vietnam. The legacy of these warriors guides my actions." Navy Region Southwest has provided us with a great band who has provided us with a wide variety of music today. You guys and girls really make this ceremony happen. Thank you. The band is also providing buglers for later on in the program. The 82nd Airborne Division, right behind me, are providing us with a rifle squad today. Members of this association are combat veterans who served in either World War II, Korea, Vietnam, or Panama. They honor our dead veterans in appreciation of the sacrifice they've made to keep us safe. Hooah, 82nd Airborne. Our honor boatswain today is Chief Warrant Officer Joe Lavoie, a Cameron Bay Swiftie, who continues to work his magic with a boatswain pipe. Our bell ringer, Chief Warrant Officer Ben Valou, a Catlow Swiftie. He will also be the bell ringer for our 50 still on patrol. I would also like to thank Chaplain Paul Kim for traveling from Naval Base Ventura County, Port Winnebago, to give today's invocation and benediction. Thank you, chaps. We're truly honored for your presence today. A special thanks for the Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman Training Center for their help in outfitting and setting up today's ceremony. Hoo-yah, SWIP! I can't forget to mention the person who worked so hard putting this entire ceremony together today, Commander Bob Bolger. You're out here someplace. Bob was also a Swiftie and officer in charge of PCF 99 up in I-Corps. You can often find Bob down at the Maritime Museum of San Diego on the weekends being a docent on the PCF 816 boat, giving tours of the harbor while telling the story of the Swift boats and her sailors. We thank you, sir, for all the great things you do and for keeping the history of the Swift boat alive. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. Our guest speaker today is Captain Scott Tate, Commanding Officer, USS Zumwalt, DDG 1000.